Former presidents tend to avoid publicly criticizing current presidents, especially when they are of the same political party. That is what made Jimmy Carter's June 24th New York Times op-ed about the human rights record of the United States so notable. Carter blasted the use of drones, targeted assassinations, indefinite detention in Guantanamo Bay. The piece was read as a very public challenge from one Democratic president to another. And given Carter's reputation as a human rights crusader, it carried additional weight. But there are serious problems here, starting with the very first sentence, quote, "The United States is abandoning its role as the global champion of human rights," close quote. The critique that follows is built around the notion that current policies represent a dramatic break with post-World War II U.S. foreign policy. Quote, "While the country has made mistakes in the past, the widespread abuse of human rights over the last decade has been a dramatic change from the past," close quote. But is that really so? Sure, drone strikes and the Guantanamo Bay prison camp are new, but consider reality for just a moment. The massive carpet bombings of Vietnam and Cambodia, the invasion of Panama, which likely killed thousands of civilians. Consider Jimmy Carter's own record as president, which included support for bloody rulers in Indonesia and El Salvador, Ronald Reagan's Contra War on Nicaragua. To know this record and to speak of the United States as a champion of global human rights is frankly absurd. But it's hard to imagine the New York Times publishing an op-ed that dealt squarely with these unpleasant facts. Better to pretend that history shows that we are human rights champions, making a few new mistakes.